Hi hoes, welcome back. So I've gotten the question a few times over the past couple of years asking me, what kind of gear do you use? How are you so hot and sexy? I get it all the time, honestly. I never really know how to answer that question just because there is a lot of different types of camera gear and a lot of different things that go into either content creation, filmmaking, being an influencer, I don't know. I've dabbled in all of it. I kind of wanted to sit down and kind of run through my favorites of 2025, 2026, and kind of things that I've bought over the years that have really just been a staple for me. Things that have really made my life a lot easier when it comes to filmmaking.
Loop the sample. Find the tempo.
I think there's a big misconception that you have to have the top of the line camera to make stuff that looks good. While that is partially true, I'm not gonna front like that's not true. Especially if you're just starting out, it doesn't matter that much. You can pick up a used DSLR and get pretty good content out of that. And that's what I did. I got my first camera in 2019 and it lasted me a long time. I was able to make decent looking videos with it. It was very helpful for me, especially starting out, and it's a pretty budget friendly camera. Like cameras they're not cheap, you know, like it's not a cheap investment. And then I switched and splurged last year and I bought a Sony FX3. And I love it. And that's what I'm filming on right now. It's a wonderful camera. I honestly don't have any notes about it. It has really great color science. It shoots in log. It's very versatile. And so I think that's why a lot of people gravitate towards that camera because it's a really phenomenal camera. I think that there's been a trend lately where everyone's buying this camera and it's for a reason. You know, there's a reason people are buying it. It's because you're able to make really good content with it. And the results show. When it comes to creating, one of my biggest priorities is having good audio. There's a lot of different microphones on the market. There's a lot of really shitty microphones on the market, especially, and you have to know what works for you. And if you're still dabbling into entry-level stuff, there are some affordable options that are really good. I know the Rode microphones are good. They have pretty good audio quality for what they are and the price point. I think you can get a Rode Studio Mic Go for I think $70 or something like that. So it's very manageable, you know. However, I am not necessarily here to talk about only budget-friendly options, okay? I am here to talk about my absolute favorites and what have been really great investments in my filmmaking. I'm gonna start with this. So this is the DJI Mic 3. It's what I'm recording on now. They're so good. They're so versatile. I've used these on a shoot where I was filming in a car and I was able to just stick this in like in a sun visor. And I was able to get good audio from that. They look like this. They're tiny little lavaliers. They come with a little dead cat. Oh my God. They look like this without it. This also runs in a cold shoe mount. I don't know if it's necessarily supposed to, but it fits perfectly. So I assume that that's what it was built for. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. You can honestly use the worst camera humanly possible. People have done it. But if your audio is absolute trash, people are going to notice that more than the actual video quality. It's really weird, but I mean, it makes sense. You know, that's kind of one of the first things that people pick up on. Like if you are filming a video and your audio is just constantly clipping, cutting out, it's super boomy. It is just it's not a good microphone. You notice that, you know. Really great audio is the #1 priority in my book. Really important. But yeah, these are really great. I think they retail for, I think, $300 right now. And I'm not saying that's cheap. That's pretty expensive. This isn't really a video for starting out. I'm going to keep saying that throughout the video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. These are great. Next item. These are definitely on the more cheaper end. So these are little sorting pouches for your small camera gear. So I bought a pack of these. They're honestly pretty cheap. They're on Amazon. They're called GoBags. This is for kind of smaller things that you don't want to lose, especially things like this, like nuts and bolts that you don't want to lose. This is really great for gear organization. And they come with a little carabiner so you can clip it onto a backpack, any type of bag, a case, a gear cart if you use those. These are really, really great. They've helped me out a lot. And definitely have helped me prevent losing stuff because one thing about me, I'm very sporadic and I lose shit so quickly. So these are a must have. Buy them. Buy them now. Buy them, buy them, buy them. Moving on. Next thing, I probably should have started with the least expensive to most expensive. I'm just now realizing that. It's okay. Next thing is a journal. This is a very simple item, but nonetheless, it's very important. I use this for literally logging anything for my classes, ideas that I have, I'll go in here and draw shot lists, notes on anything. I use this a lot. This one is from Moleskine, and this is a really, really great journal. They make really good quality products. Like you can have this for years and years and years, and it just ages very nicely. It's not gonna fall apart in your hands. It'll get scuffed up because it's leather, but you know, that's just kind of the natural process of it. But if I have like an idea that I have in my head that I can't really articulate, these are really good for that. Like I always carry this around with me, like anytime like I'm either on a shoot, if I'm like pitching something, like these are really, really great. So like people can know what you're talking about because it's good for getting across an idea that you're trying to convey to other people. Yup. I don't know what the hell that is. If you're in film school as well, your professors probably make you have these. And at first I was just like, oh, I'm never gonna use that. It's a waste of money. I ended up using it a lot. It ended up helping me out a lot more than I thought it would. Moleskine makes really good stuff and it's very useful. Moving on. Hard drives, solid state drives. Okay, this is an SSD, not to be confused with a hard drive. They're two very different things. SSDs are smaller, more compact, they're lighter, and they're much more efficient than hard drives. Hard drives have an actual spinning disk component in it. If you have an actual hard drive and you drop it and you're like, why isn't this working? It's because you probably broke the damn disk that's in there. Like you can throw this across a room and it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure these are water resistant. I'm able to, you know, keep 2 or 3 of these with me. This is a 1 terabyte model, but they make a 2 terabyte model, which I also have. And then they have, I think, a 4 terabyte model or something like that. Listen, I know that's a lot of storage, but if you're working with like large file sizes constantly, like if you're filming log footage, it creates very large file sizes. So you need something to be able to back it up and store it so it doesn't get corrupted. I'm just gonna grab my other one that I have. My other one I keep on the back of my MacBook like this. I keep my SSD in this little pouch that's stuck to the back of my computer. So it's always kind of connected. They're super efficient. I've never had a problem with it slowing down, and I'm able to edit off of them and work very efficiently with it because you don't want to be working off of a really shitty hard drive and it crash in the middle of you like working on something and then you lose everything. You don't want that to happen because that's a waste of your time and you have to end up redoing stuff. This is absolutely an investment to have. Again, if you're in film school, you probably have your professors telling you to buy these and it's for a reason, okay? They're really, really great. I'm gonna talk about this little pocket a little bit more. This is also really great. It's called a SlipDrive. This isn't sponsored. I got this on TikTok Shop, okay? Shut up. They sell these on Amazon as well, but it's really great because it's just a little pocket that is flexible. It's like a polyester material that just holds pretty much any size SSD in the back of it. And then you're able to plug your cable into your Mac or your computer, whatever you're editing off of. This is really great because I don't want to have to worry about either being in class or being on campus somewhere and having my hard drive just be dangling off of it. If I didn't have this, it would literally look like this the entire time. That's not good on your ports. So save yourself the hassle and get a SlipDrive. This was, I think, $18. Why not? Try it out, see if you love it. It's a really great product. Moving on, next up on the chopping block. Listen, these are absurdly overpriced. They're great. Like they're a phenomenal pair of headphones, but they're very expensive. I use these for editing. I love these. I wear them all the time. I use them all the time. Literally, I have my name engraved in them. If you record in lossless audio, you're able to hear it back on these. These support lossless audio, I think with a connected cable, but you can connect a USB-C cable and monitor lossless audio. Really, really helpful. Now, I'm not saying go and get specifically AirPodMaxes. A really good pair of headphones is very important. So earlier I talked about how important it is to have really good microphones. It's also important to have really good monitoring outputs, such as a good pair of headphones, to be able to listen to the really good audio that you're recording. It obviously doesn't have to be these. Sony makes a really good pair of headphones. I think they're about $100. Those are pretty much an industry standard. Most people I know have those. I don't have a pair of those because I have these. I don't necessarily need them. However, if you're not wanting to spend $100 on a pair of headphones, Technica makes a pair of wired headphones for I think these were 60 bucks or something like that. They have good sound quality. These are beat up to shit because I've used them so much. I've had these for probably 5 years. It's definitely great for the cost efficiency and audio quality that you get out of them. As far as the huge wire that you have. I think this is mainly for like studio recording, but you're also able to use these and, you know, monitor audio through a camera if you want to do that as well. I couldn't recommend these more. These lasted me so long. They still work great. They're just beat up to shit. This is the ATH M20X. They sell these on Amazon as well. I think I bought these on Amazon. Okay, listen. Don't be mad at me. I'm gonna make one more recommendation, and I understand this is gonna be kind of crazy. Pelican cases. These are so phenomenal. If you don't know what Pelican cases are, these are like, I'd say pretty much an industry standard on traveling. You know, these can be used for literally anything. Like a lot of people use them for camera gear. People use them for guns if you're into that, but these are super protective cases. So your very expensive camera gear that you have and worked very hard for, you're able to travel with it and it not get damaged. Isn't that fun? Completely waterproof, I believe. Let me fact check that. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Pelican makes different models of these cases. I don't know for sure if this specific one is waterproof, but they do make waterproof cases that are about the same price, which are also like storm and dust resistant. So none of your gear is going to get destroyed. These have been really great. They're kind of pricey. However, you absolutely can find cheaper versions of these for like a knockoff brand. I'm not going to necessarily recommend them. Different companies are going to have different standards on what is important to them. And, but there are plenty of knockoffs that are available for cheaper if you're not wanting to, you know, have the hefty price tag. I totally get it. My first like gear case that I ever got was an off-brand case and it worked fine. Like it was pretty great. It was just a little small. So I got another one. I got an actual Pelican case to kind of fill this out a little bit more, but it worked great. I was able to easily travel with my gear when before it was such a horrible process to lug gear from different shoots. And it was really, really annoying. So it's great to be able to just have a few cases that you can put all of your gear into, and it minimizes a lot of the headache that you have with carrying around, you know, 5 different bags for different things, you know. I think that's about it for my recommendations of 2026. Now, of course, I know that a lot of the things that I did recommend were pretty expensive, and I've only been able to afford them because of the job that I have that I'm so grateful for. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to purchase the gear that I've, you know, only been dreaming of since I was little. So I'm super thankful for that, of course. Hopefully this video helps you if you're shopping for gear and don't really know what to buy. I wanted to give my recommendation of things that have just really helped me minimize the pain and stress of certain things. So yeah, hopefully this video helps y'all. But again, I think that's all I have for today. I have class starting in like 20 minutes, so I absolutely need to go. I will see y'all next time. Bye, hoes.
Loop the sample. Find the tempo.